Welcome to the new style of conspiracy theory videos, more relaxed. What we're going to do today is Samba to Okinawa with Typhoon Samba, which has done exactly what Bolavin and Typhoon Tambin did, which is to rev up from 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, or was it Cat 1 to Cat 5 in 24 hours, and recreate that experiment successfully. I am sure the high-tech boys with their Typhoon remote control toy are happy at the results. It went straight over Kadena Air Force Base on target and is headed towards Korea. They're slowing it down now, thankfully. What's new about this storm is the eye, or the shape inside the eye, courtesy of Dr. Masters from Wonderground. Here is the S, which is visible in Samba, clearly Super Samba. If you look at other hurricanes, this is Kamisi in 1984, I don't really see anything there, it's just a blob of clouds. Same thing for Hurricane Dean in 2007. So that S in Samba is quite telling. It might have been digitally produced, as Scott Stevens would say. Here's Scott's analysis of the forces that shape the eye of the hurricane.
And so as I'm digging into this, I'm realizing through Colonel Beard we have scalar energies which deal with time and space and dimensional distortions, which can allow access to energy from the ether, and it is limitless, utterly limitless. HAARP and its ability to ionize, Orgon, the accumulation of prana, plus the ability to ionize, acoustic and VLF waves that came from a scientist from Lockheed Martin, Boyd Bushman. And then the chemtrail program I came to realize was to create enhanced atmospheric conductivity and the ability to measure, mark, and quantify the effects of the above technologies in real time. And then we have to look into something, when we begin to discuss resonance, we have to come to the study of kymatics. These shapes established by a single point source resonating in a medium, whether that medium is water, whether it's clay sand, whether it's talcum powder, we can see kymatics, and we'll see these shapes continually showing up. This is another little video where it'll get a little loud because we're using acoustics or sound waves to excite a solid particle. Let's go ahead and play it.
What we see here is the effect of vibration on a specific substance, lycopodium powder, or spores of the club moss. We have strewn it uniformly on a diaphragm of stretched paper with a diameter of about 30 centimeters, which we now excite by vibration. In this experiment, the frequency, that is to say, the number of vibrations per second, is the same. Now we shall take a closer look at these movements. Here is one of these forms. The material travels inwards from the edge along the bottom of the pile, rises up in the middle, and is then carried back to the periphery. Even if the intensity of the vibration changes, there is still a whole system of radial circulation. At certain frequencies, or with certain tones, an extraordinarily interesting phenomenon is seen. Watch. We see two regularly and continuously rotating areas at either end of a diameter, going round and round like weathercocks. This is the expression of a rotating wave motion. We can see they are rotating in an anti-clockwise direction. We now switch to a different frequency and produce the same phenomenon, but this time in a clockwise direction, because the frequency is different. If we go back to the previous frequency, we have the same phenomenon again in an anti-clockwise direction. Notice that this rotary movement does not affect the circulation or convection in the least.